Hey, good morning, everyone. Hey, last couple of days I've talked about the implications on refining your company culture. We're in a very interesting time. Businesses are changing, business models are changing, new markets are being discovered, old markets are falling away, unfortunately. Lots and lots of change. This is very disruptive. And yesterday I talked about how disruptive it is to your entire operating plan and your business strategy. But I thought today I'd talk about 5 important, especially important reminders for nurturing your company culture. In other words, what's new? So let's get on to it. And if you got other ideas, give me a comment. I'd love to hear what you think too. So let's move on into this. It's really important that you be especially transparent, be visible, in other words. And in your communications, reach out to those in need. But be available, first of all. Don't hide. It may be a little bit more risk for you in this recovery period, but do your social distancing and your masking and washing your hands and all these sort of things. But be available. But you're talking to each employee. Find out what their concerns are. Reach out to them, actively so. Meet in small groups. Meet with teams. That's maybe a good way to organize it. You've got teams of all sorts in marketing and sales and development and manufacturing and support. Meet with them in small groups. It'll foster a better conversation rather than a group of 25. Use the old style of management by walking around. I used to do this all the time. It's actually fun. Manage by walking around. Meet people. Be impromptu. Let them know you care. Ask them questions. Find out how they're feeling about things. Be especially transparent. Got it? Let's go to the next one. But be flexible with employee needs. You're going to learn about some new things. Kids are home from school. My God, they may be home for a year. Quite that bad, but we're not sure if kids are going back to school. That puts great pressure on the family situation. So really try to understand their family needs. What's going on? This is something you carry out maybe in the small group meetings, but certainly one-on-one. Work out the best way for them to return to work. This could be a combination of work at home, online meetings, so they work remotely, and maybe a day a week come in. Work something out. Be flexible in doing so. Trust them also to do the right thing. That, they're working from home. Do I really trust that they're going to do their work? Well, of course you do. If you don't trust them, you probably shouldn't have them in the company in the first place. So be trusting, and I'm sure 99 out of 100 are going to be trustworthy as well. Be flexible. Next is show your personality, show your commitment, kind of be authentic, be you. Don't try to be something else. Be authentic, be real. Acknowledge that they're hurting too. It doesn't hurt for you to show that you kind of hurt too. You're in this same situation as them. Share this experience. Let them know you care. Use straight talk though. It's really important to be honest and be empathetic. Put your big E hat on I talked about yesterday. Empathy, show you care, ask questions, listen. What's going on with them? Understand it and relate to it. Your conversations with people in these group meetings should be about them. Not so much you. In fact, very little of you. But you do share a little bit of your experience too. Show that you're with them. But most of your time is going to be spent hearing them and responding. Hey, what the heck? Show your sense of humor. If you're in a tough situation, it kind of breaks the ice and breaks the tension sometimes. Show you're a regular guy, regular gal. You got a sense of humor. Okay, next is instill more stability. What does that mean? Well, doing work is changing. Combination of work at home, work at work, We're going to be separated. We can't use the conference room. We got to wash the chairs, and the list goes on. We got to take our temperature when we walk in the room or into the building, whatever. But there's a new regular. So create the new regular. Have it somewhat process driven. Make the new regular kind of regular. It becomes the way we are. There's a way we were pre-COVID, and now there's a way we are now. And being extra safe and especially thoughtful about best practices for not passing along this bad disease. Create the new normal, the new way of working. To the extent necessary, instill it with a process that everybody understands and follows. Kind of process driven. The fifth one is, as you might expect, I kind of end these little tirades I have with talking about communications. Yes, over-communicate. I mean that in a positive way. Don't be overly communicative, but communicate a lot. Be informative is more important. Be truthful. Tell them what's real. You don't have to sugarcoat stuff. They'll see right through that. And acknowledge success when you see it. So be there. When you think you've communicated enough, I would guarantee you haven't. Communication is a half-life of 5 minutes. So you got to keep communicating day after day after day. It's as top executive of the company or in the management team or in a leadership position, communicating is a way of life, daily. Over-communicate. So, in summary, what really is necessary to be successful, especially over the next several months on into next year's, be informative. Let people know what's going on. Listen, and be empathetic in doing so. Nurture trust. Trust is what builds teams. Make sure your trust factor is high by trusting people and instilling trust yourself. Be trustworthy. Acknowledge great teamwork when you see it. Don't forget to say thank you. So in this walking around, you see something really good going on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You appreciate their work. That's it. Pillars of success. 5 ways, 5 unique ways, 5 new ways that are going to have to be real for you for the next many months, I think, as we recover and have a vaccine that cures this problem. And sometime next year, we'll get back to a new normal. Yes, we will. Have a great day. I'm Bill Warner with EntreDot.